Let's set aside the fact that God does not give free will. It's not biblical. Romans 9, I've talked about it a million times.
When someone says a million times on TikTok that free will isn't biblical, then it must be true that free will isn't biblical, right? Hi, this is Lucas from Deflate, where we tackle the skeptics' objections to Christianity. And today, we're clearing up Christy Burke's serious confusion about free will and prayer.
But let's say hypothetically there is free will and God cannot intervene and interrupt that free will, and therefore he cannot stop an abuser from abusing a child. This right here is an argument for the God of deism, not the Christian God.
Nope, you're wrong, and here is why. Proponents of free will, or of libertarian free will to be more precise, only claim that some of our actions are freely chosen, not that all of our actions are. And that's why the idea of the Christian God intervening in someone's life is fully compatible with the idea that we have free will.
Basically saying that God cannot and does not intervene on anybody's life at any time because of free will.
I think you're seriously confused. Again, libertarianism is fully compatible with the view that God may intervene at some time in someone's life. And anyway, who says that an act of divine intervention in a person's life means that that person's free will gets cancelled? This simply doesn't follow, and we will see why this is so by looking at your very own examples which you're about to dish out.
He cannot intervene to help you get that job.
Yes, he can.
He cannot intervene to help you find your car key.
Yes, he can. Now let's say God decides to intervene and help me by supernaturally raising my eyesight by 5%. Why on earth would that cancel out my free choice to try to find my car key?
He can't intervene to help save you from a car accident.
Yes, he can. Let's say he makes a traffic light ahead of me go red in order to prevent the accident that was otherwise going to happen. Why would that change the fact that I have free will? Even maintenance workers fiddle around with traffic lights sometimes when they are fixing roads. Does this mean that they are therefore affecting the free will of people sitting in their cars?
He can't intervene to help you find help and safety and happiness.
You listing more examples doesn't change the fact that your argument against God and free will can't get off the ground. I'm sorry.
If God cannot intervene and, I don't know, strike an abuser down with lightning before he harms a child, then he cannot intervene to clear up the clouds so that you have good weather on your wedding day.
No, because again, libertarianism only implies that at least some of our thoughts and actions are free, not necessarily all of them. So there's no problem for a libertarian to say that God intervenes in some cases, but not in others. And again, how does God clearing up a bunch of clouds affect the free will of the person who prayed for it? The movement of clouds up in the sky has nothing to do with a person's capacity to make free choices. To suggest that it does is about as reasonable as to say that me opening the window to air out our apartment impinges on my wife's free will.
Christians need to stop simultaneously claiming that God answers prayer and intervenes on their life, while also saying that God cannot intervene to stop children from being abused.
No, they don't, because there simply isn't a dilemma here. You're conjuring up a false dilemma because, with all due respect, you haven't understood what the concept of libertarian free will actually entails. If you think this TikToker missed the target in shooting against Christianity, you'll have fun watching my response to this pastor who turned atheist and gives her rather wild reasons for why she left the faith. Check it out. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.